Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Jim here. I had to rebuild a carburetor on a Robin Subaru 6 horsepower engine. I think it's an EX13, might be an EX17. I can't get to the spot where it says for sure, but they share a lot of the same parts. And the carburetor was pretty rough because it looks like ethanol on the original had gotten into, in fact here's some of the parts. The fuel shut off, look how it corroded the fuel stop in the strainer. So I think ethanol did that. So it was pretty rough. And I thought, well, and it's a Mikuni carburetor. And I was going to get another Mikuni carburetor, but it was the cheapest one I could find was $70. And Subaru quit making those engines a couple years ago. I think 2018 was the last they got out of the small engine business. So, of course, there's Chinese pop-offs, which this is one of them. And you'll see this box on eBay or Amazon, the 1PZ. And I don't know yet if the carburetor works. I'm going to assume it does. I've ordered a 1PZ for a different motor before. It was, and that's just the company name, that's not the brand of the carburetor, but it was a different engine and it worked, but it wasn't, I ended up taking some of the pieces off the Chinese pop-off to make the original work, and it worked a lot better. So this is the copy, and this is what you'll see on eBay or on Amazon. You know, you get your fuel line, the filter, some gaskets, clamps, and the carburetor, and I think it was $22, which, you know, it's pretty reasonable. It's very reasonable. But you're going to look at this because the gaskets are really hard to find for this too, because like I said, Robin Subaru quit making these years ago. And you're going to see these three gaskets and you're thinking, oh, that's awesome. You know, intake and on the, you know, for the engine side and for the air filter side, I'm going to have these gaskets and I'm all set to go. So this is the air filter side, and it goes like that. Perfect. So you know you have that one. And again, this is the air filter side. So we'll set that one aside. So now we have, this is the engine side, and we have this one that no matter how you turn it, I don't know what this goes to. It doesn't go to this carburetor. And then you get this, which again, you know, I don't know what that goes to. And whatever it goes to is totally worthless for this application. So if you're getting this carburetor, it's, you know, it's kind of like, if you get this carburetor, you're going to have the air filter side with those three gaskets you got. Two of these two gaskets are basically junk. You're going to have to make your own gasket on this side, which is the engine side, if your original gasket is ruined. And I would guess for 3, 4, 5-year-old engines, this gasket is going to be ruined. I guess you could put some silicone on there, but on the original gasket, this is all sealed off. So, you know, that's got to be sealed off. Now, I did buy some gasket material. And I'll be sticking that on there and cutting out what I need to cut out. How did I do that? Like that, maybe? But anyway, this is it. I gotta figure out which way it went. But I'll get it on there. Oh, it went like that. So I'll get that glued on there and then cut the holes out and everything. But just so you know, when you get this, don't expect your gaskets to be there, or maybe pick a different carburetor from instead of a 1PZ. There are others with 4 or 5 gaskets, and maybe that came with it, but I think I'd be able to do the issue like this. And honestly, for 20 bucks, I'll probably, if the bowl fits, I'll probably use the bowl and the bolts with the gaskets on them. There's this fuel strainer, you know, I can use it. So there are pieces on here, and if you look at some of the pieces for the Mikuni carburetor, the strainer alone can cost you 15 or 20 bucks. So, you know, one way or another, whether you use this carb or you rebuild your Mikuni, you know, that's entirely up to you. But just so you know, don't expect these 2 gaskets to be one of the intake gaskets. It may fit an E17 or an E19, probably on the air filter side, but clearly nothing fits the engine to the carburetor side. So hopefully that helps you. Hey, and if it does, go ahead and click on subscribe. I haven't posted a video in a while. I got stuff all piled up. I just haven't edited it lately, but there will be some more content coming soon. All right, have a great day. Hope it helps.